All right, here we are, and I'm 50. Damn it! So we got a good episode. We're gonna talk about torture, kidnapping, burning people, how to dispose of bodies, and
Damn,
all
all
kinds
that.
of sick shit that fucking people want to hear. That man,
Crazy.
man, if they only seen it, right? If they only seen it, then what? They
Yeah.
wouldn't want to hear it. I tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
That ain't no damn joke.
Yeah, totally. Listen, on the last video
Yeah.
that you put up, I messed up on the. Remember that I told you my friend was gonna hook us up with Osito?
Right.
Osito is actually Pablo's brother, Robert Escobar.
Okay.
I got him confused with Pinini and the other fool.
That's because you motherfuckers have 5 names over there. Fucking Julio, Rodriguez, Santiro. You get your names all fucked up.
So he can actually get us a meeting with Pablo Escobar's brother. His name is Robert. So then they call him Osito. So
okay,
my friend's supposedly coming back tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and convince him, see if he can sit down. But I doubt it though.
Jeez.
Okay. So what else? What is it?
What you been putting on? Some skin lightener or some shit? Your ass looks like 10 shades lighter.
I got a damn, what do you call it? One of those spotlights on me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Interrogation room.
Trying to get as light as you, you know.
God, I'm in the dark and you're in the light. People say your smile's outshining mine.
Really?
Yeah, look at you. You got a good background though. White ass teeth, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got yeah, that's
all right.
Part of the city.
Listen, I came across I don't know, was that Vlad Franzese? Was that Franzese? Mike Franzese was asked how the mob disposes of bodies, right? It's a fucking legitimate question.
Okay.
I don't think he said he didn't want to answer it. And I don't think it was a real big deal to, there's some, I know of, there's quite a few ways. Some people are actually artists. They're actually, there's an art. There's an art to everything, right? I guess it depends on, I don't know what it depends on, but there is an art to everything, right?
Oh, because they say it becomes an art because I think back in the day they would say there's no body, there's no crime, right?
Right.
So
right.
It has to become an art in certain ways. You gotta figure out a way to, for it to disappear.
Right. Now, when I mean an art, look, we can all stick someone into a fucking one of those tree grinders off into the or into a vat of acid and they're gone. What I mean by an art is some of these guys get creative. Really creative. Yeah. Like, it's not like they just getting rid of a body. It's like, wait a minute, you didn't need to do all that.
Yeah, no,
they're going like piece by piece. Like, for example, when they want to take a guy, right, and stick him into a suitcase. Right. Well, that's not too hard. Now, you want to take that same guy and stick him into a small duffel bag. Well, hold on a second.
Yeah, you got to get
you
creative.
You're taking off digit by digit by digit by digit, right? And then cutting each limb into piece by piece by piece. Wait a minute. You don't need to do all that. Unless it becomes
it's a butcher.
There's actually a guy called Butcher. There's a few people called Butcher.
Yeah, butchers. There's a lot of them over here. You know what I mean? They got ways over here. Well, first of all, for many ways I've heard of
yeah, we've always heard, haven't seen shit. That's the one thing about me and you, I could say, is that at least we haven't ever witnessed it. Like all these other guys have seen shit, done shit.
Yeah,
at least me and you haven't seen anything.
We haven't done anything.
We haven't done anything. We've always heard from other people's grandmother. So that's always but what'd you hear?
I've heard of the acid, like battery acid, that eats you all up. They have tanks. They just stick you in the tanks. Those blue
drums, the barrels. Yeah,
drums. That's what they call them, drums. Stick you in the drums. Obviously the butcher has to come by first because they're not gonna stick you in the hole. So they go piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of incinerators.
Which ones?
Incinerators.
Like at a funeral parlor.
like a funeral parlor. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. I think I saw this one. They did that back here also way back then. They put two bodies in a coffin. I saw that in one of these guys. I don't remember who it was.
Right. There's actually a friend of mine. He's dead now. Joey Flowers.
Joey.
He owned a funeral parlor.
Okay.
And yeah, so it is what it is, and that was a good spot, right? The other thing was the incinerator. A lot of people don't know that you've got, when that incinerator goes on to cremate a body, you just can't push a button. You got to notify the state. The state's got to. I mean, there's all kinds of shit that's got to go on when they push that fucking button.
Well, see, those are certain
somehow
advantages.
They found a way around that motherfucker, right? Like the mob always does. They figure out a way around that bitch. Hold on.
Well, those are certain advantages the cartel had.
Oh, over there,
we didn't have to call anybody.
You didn't have to call nobody, right? Incinerate.
No. What those same drums, chop up the meat, put it in there, and fill it up.
The 50 gallon barrel.
Fill it up with cement. Take it out and dump it
out into the ocean.
Yeah. There's many ways that people would get disappeared.
How about the meat? What do they call the? Is it tree? It's not a. When they cut a tree down, the branches, and they grind and it goes in one side and out the other.
What do you call those things? Trimmers? No.
I don't know what the fuck they call them, but I know what they can do to an arm in seconds.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Put that bitch on a boat, right? And if you ever need to go good fishing, right?
Totally.
You chum somebody. The only problem with that, there's one problem. What I heard.
Right.
The limbs are easy. It's the head.
Why?
The head can jam it because you can only get so big of a branch can go through.
Right. Oh, okay. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You got, bones are only like, what's a bone? A leg bone is about as big as it gets.
Yeah.
You get into the chest cavity, they just cut that shit off.
You gotta.
You get to the skull, boy. You can imagine being on the boat in the middle of fucking fishing, chumming somebody in the ocean, and you're almost done, and boom, the skull's stuck, and here comes the Coast Guard. What the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, what the fuck you gotta do? What you got a fucking tree trimmer on the back of your boat for? Oh shit.
Yeah, you got to get real creative there to see what the fuck you're gonna say. You know what I mean?
God, we were chumming. The guy fell in. He got his arm stuck. But yeah, you were chumming. But you're using the tree trimmer to chum. What the fuck? Damn.
That's creative. Yeah. Another thing over here, that used to be in style over here. They used to tie people up to the tires. And light them up.
Oh yeah. I know someone who did something with some tires once.
They said, I had this was actually a friend of mine's one time. This fucker, while I was in the States, right?
Far away.
He used to use my fucking ranch to do this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
He used to use your ranch to do that type of shit.
I mean, like my ranch in the back, I had I had 15 hectares. Hectares are like
an acre. Can't hear you. I lost you.
30 acres.
Okay.
30 because
30 acres.
2 acres make 1 hectare.
Okay.
Right? I had 15 hectares, so I had 30 acres. And the back of the ranch, it's over here they call it arroyos. It's like when it rains. Oh, well, you've been here when it rains. That they see the fucking rivers in the middle of the street. Well, one would run through the back of the ranch, right?
Right.
And then what these fuckers would do, they light up these fucking guys, and once they were nice and crispy, they'd wait for it to rain, and the fucking river would come and it just takes everything, tree trunks, they just dump them there.
And then so crispy motherfucker ends up in someone's front yard. Oh fuck.
When I found out, man, I was like, what the fuck. And the way I found out was my ranch was a beautiful ranch. I used to breed Pasofinos and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, everything, you'd go there and you'd love to stay there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then now getting into something a little bit different, which, you know, a lot of people say that's bullshit. That's, you know, this is when I started becoming more or less that evil exists. You know what I'm saying? The ranch, from one moment to another, the ranch, you would go there and you'd feel, you know, like, yeah, you know, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the heebie-jeebies.
You're like, what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, you know, and nobody was around.
Right.
You know? My plants were dying. The animals were like, you know, something's wrong here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And everything was just, and then a person close to me that would take care of me is like, they've done voodoo on this thing, the type of Santeria or whatever the hell you want to call it over here. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lady that will come and clean this place up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and you know, I had the huts, the tiki huts.
Oh, yeah.
All full of worms and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? I fumigate and I would do all kinds of stuff. You know, seeing one. Well, this guy brings me one of these witch doctors. You know what I'm saying? And they start doing all the all this kind of. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? We'll do it, all this stuff, bro. They went to a corner of the ranch and they took out like 4 jars of just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A lot. My name was in there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had been in my ranch, and you know what I mean? And this was back. I remember in those times, a lot of shit were going right. You know what I'm saying? We went there and they pulled that shit out. And they took it, I don't know where, they took it out of the ranch. After they did all that, they did the cleaning and all this stuff. My ranch came back to be how it used to be.
Damn, somebody put a curse on your ass.
Yeah, I mean, all out of envy, or I don't know if, you know, I know so many girlfriends, I don't know.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I came home once and I had well, there was a pot boiling on my fucking stove.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I woke up. No, actually, when I didn't come home, I woke up, right? Someone was with me and I woke up and they weren't there. They left. But I could smell something burning.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I got on my stove, the shit, the fucking big pot, the water's boiling. What the fuck is this? Well, inside the pot was someone else's picture with a pair of panties and someone's hair.
They were trying to hook you up.
Oh,
I heard of that.
Shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? Apparently I didn't hide some shit good enough because she found it. I was like, oh man, she put the fucking cowboy.
They were gonna have you like.
I was like, shit, man.
Yeah, man, bro. In that world, there's a lot of crazy stuff. You know, I was in you know, I come from a Latin country. You know what I'm saying? And I was around Cubans and stuff. You know, they believe in all this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, take a bath with fruits and flowers and you know, so just for protection. But to do shit like that to hurt somebody, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, remember when they caught Noriega? You remember when they raided Noriega?
Well, actually, I was actually gonna talk about that because types of where we were talking about torture and types of, and you know how they got Noriega?
Yeah.
They played music.
They played music.
They cornered his ass and they fucking played rock and roll music outside his house for what? A couple days, and he fucking surrendered. He said, fuck this. I can't stand it.
But you remember what they found in his freezer, right?
No.
They found a cow tongue with George Bush Sr.'s name on it.
No, they didn't. Are you shitting me?
He was all into all that crazy shit.
Oh shit. Damn. I know once that when I had some problems, you know, for fucking that fat motherfucker, he goes, listen, he used to do that shit.
He used to take me to some lady.
I went and the fucking gave me a bath and put flowers and shit on me.
And then they would spit on you, and I'm like,
with the fucking cigar. And then she told me I had to take a bath with these flowers for the next 7 days and spray me with perfume. But funny enough, you know what she said? She goes, you're going to end up on an island making a lot of money, but eventually you're going to jail. And I was thinking, what island? I ended up in Japan.
Yeah.
I never thought, I mean, years later, I thought it was fucking 15 years later, this shit happened.
You know something that she told me? She told me, don't trust anyone, not even the one that brought you here. You know what I'm saying? I still like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Things were going good at the moment. Yeah. But look how everything turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So she nailed it. I thought back about it. She nailed it.
She nailed it. All right, baby.
I wasn't with the chicken blood and shit like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking chicken blood. Shit.
It was warm. Warm chicken blood.
May I ask you one more question?
What's up?
What did you see, or not you, or hear, that makes people talk? Well, when they got to get someone to talk. I mean, there's a million ways to make someone talk, but do you ever hear of anything really creative?
Well, here, it was very famous, that famous injection.
Oh, people don't even know about that shit.
Famous injection over here.
That motherfucker make you tell the truth no matter what.
And they use that now it's not even an injection. Now it's a powder. And what do they do with that? Have you, when you were here,
it's called truth. It used to call it truth serum, is what it used to be called.
Yeah.
Right.
They call it burundanga or escopolamina. That's what they call it over here now. Notice that when we've been out, that you see that people hand you stuff. I don't touch. Get away from me. And you know, my guys are usually like, because they can do it just like that. And that's how they're robbing people here now. Because
it fucks you up. Right.
Yeah, and they take you with them. And you know, you do what they tell you to do. They'll take you to the bank teller, the ATM, and you take out all, and it lasts for like 4 or 5 hours. And then you're just fucked up. And if you ask questions, you answer.
You're just gonna give you the truth no matter what.
Exactly.
The truth serum. That's right. Man,
and you know, one of those truths, a friend of mine used to use that, and that truth serum saved someone's life.
Really?
Because they were asking, they had killed his brother.
Okay.
And they grabbed him, and they thought it was him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, no, it wasn't me, but I know who it was. He gave up the other person.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
Yeah. That, I mean, like that's, but in a rough way, you know, the one that you were telling me about, that they put that funnel thing and they put a snake down your, I've never.
Oh boy.
I'm used to, not used to, I've heard over here it's famous about, you know, cutting the little the pinky, you know, little by little, the nails, and you know what I'm saying? The cigar in your eye.
A funnel down your neck with a snake, man. People, first of all, people don't like snakes. A lot of people just scared to shit snake. You show them a snake, they're gonna start talking. Right? Imagine getting a funnel down your throat with and you know a snake's going down your stomach, and that snake is alive. Fucking flipping out on your ass. Rattlesnake.
Yeah, you just leave it in there. Oh man. That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy.
I talk real fast.
Yeah, see that Rambo. I've seen that shit on Rambo. Remember Rambo 2 or Rambo 1? I don't remember. They put a bag over his head with a bunch of
rats.
With a bunch of rats in it, and then they took off the bag. He had a rat in his mouth.
Oh,
he killed the rat. I'm like, okay, this is bullshit.
That's some shit.
Oh man, good shit.
All right, my brother.
Oh, let's go on to the next one.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, brother.
All right,
take it.
bye-bye.
See you.